folks? Homer Ibarra back here once again on the South Hall in front of the Atari booth. And let's just jump right in. I'm not even too sure what they got, but let's check it out. Obviously, going back to the throwback roots here, we got some Centipede, got some Missile Command, and some Asteroids. This is pretty much, you know, where it all began here. Let's just play a little, oh, I'm used to the, whoa, where'd it go? Oh, well, there's that. Terrible at Asteroids. All right, we got Warlords here. Let's see if we can find somebody to talk to about this game. Let's see. Oh, here we go. How's it going, man? We're from GameSpot. We're doing a booth tour. I was wondering if you could give us a quick rundown on Warlords.
Absolutely. This is a remake of the classic Atari 2600 game of the same name. Yeah. And basically what we've tried to do here is keep the sort of spirit of the original and the core mechanics while bringing it forward into you know, modern presentation and adding a little bit more depth and functionality to it than was possible back then. So that means things like 4-player online multiplayer in addition to local co-op, and we've added some features. As you can see here, it's a much more frantic game.
It certainly is. I mean, there's maybe a little bit more going on screen than I remember, but
it turns out the technology has come a little way since
just slightly, right?
Yeah, but you know, one of the major things is now, in addition to defending your castle, you've also got to try and move some troops around on the field at the same time, capture these sort of control points and get power-ups and stuff. But if you prefer to play the classic way, you can do that too. We have a classic mode where it's simpler, but it sort of starts off slow and simple with 1 ball on the field, and then we end up with 5 just careening all over the place. It gets pretty intense.
Cool. And this is, I assume it's an XBLA game?
Yeah, it's available later this summer on XBLA, PSN, and for PC download.
Cool. You got a price point on it, or?
Not announced yet, but I can assure you it'll be very reasonable.
All right, cool. Thanks for joining me, Ben. All right, so we're moving on here. We got some Facebook games right here. This looks like a Heroes of Neverwinter development. Let's see if we can kind of piggyback on this whole thing going on here. So, a lot of Facebook games on the show this year. All right, so let's move on. We got, oh, I'm going to squash right under here. We got some more Facebook games over here. Heroes of Neverwinter development, that seems to be the other title here. We got Gamma World. Let's see if anybody knows, give us the rundown on Gamma World. What's this one all about?
Hey guys, sorry.
Hey, how's it going?
We're actually not allowing any video.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. All right, let's move on. That's Gamma World, or whatever it's supposed to be. So we got some Centipede Infestation for the Wii. Let's check this out. This is kind of a whole, I didn't even remember. Oh, wait, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Oh, this is a whole different Centipede than I remember. I don't remember ever playing as a dude, but let's see. Let's see what I can do. All right. I don't know how to shoot.
Aim the wand.
Oh, all right, all right.
Up a little bit. There's your sensor.
Oh, there we go.
So you'll shoot wherever the wand is.
I gotcha. All right. It's definitely a revamp of the old game here. It's kind of hard to play with a mic in my hand, but
the mic.
yeah. Why don't you actually? Do you know much about this game? All right. Well, let's talk about it. We got you on camera.
All right. Hi, I'm Mike from Atari, and this is my game, Centipede Infestation. It's a reimagine of the old Centipede. So we took kind of the core shooting mechanics, as well as all the bugs. Well, and when I say bugs, I mean insects. So a little developer humor. But the thing is that we wanted to really overwhelm you, really bring the action. And let me scoot over here.
Sure, right on.
So we're using the unique Wii mechanics and stuff. You're able to pick up, we have upgrades, power upgrades, and we have different guns, such as, hold on, let me get another one. You kind of left me at a hard spot.
We put you on the spot there.
Exactly. Well, the one thing about it is when we're looking at gamers, they really want a game with depth. So it's not your instant, like, really easy one to play against and stuff like that. We wanted to give them a challenge because I believe that, you know, kids need to be challenged a little bit more, and you know, and it does do that.
All right. So when is the game coming out and for what platforms?
It's coming out on the Wii and the 3DS about this fall, 2011.
All right, cool. Thanks for giving us a quick rundown. We're going to run around a little bit more here at the Atari booth. Looks like we got Terra Online right over here. Let's see if we can't get somebody to give us a quick rundown of this game.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? Anybody here that can talk to us about Terra Online real quick? All right, let's do it. How's it going, man? I'm Homer from GameSpot.
Good. Nice to meet you. I'm
Cool.
Jamie Windsor.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, I'm.
All right, so give us the quick rundown of Terra Online.
Sure. So Terra is the first true action MMO. What I mean by that is every other MMO that you've ever played has the same combat system that came out in like 1999. Okay, you target something and then you auto attack it, and the person with a higher level and better armor, they always win. Terra actually requires skill. So the first thing that you'll notice is that
Let's jump on it.
the primary function of the mouse is to move the crosshair instead of a mouse pointer, just like a first-person shooter. And what that means is that when you're facing your target, that's when where you're attacking. So if you were loaded a sorcerer right now and you were facing a target and you press a fireball, the fireball will hit the target, but not if you miss, just like a first-person shooter. And it adds a whole new dynamic to the game. I've been playing MMOs since '99, and I'm really excited because this really is the first time. Other games have tried it along the way. They add combo systems or different ways where they're going to spruce up the old stale combat system, but we've ripped that out, thrown in this new one, and that's not the only thing that we're doing either. So we have this combat system which makes the game amazingly fun, right? But then we also, I'm talking about our political system today. And our political system is an auxiliary system for endgame content. At maximum level, what are you going to do? You're going to raid, you're going to collect gear, you're going to play with your group and your guild. But you have this political system where you can rise to power and then you reign in power. When you rise to power, you have two ways. One of them is you go get votes from players. So during an election, you can say, I'm going to be the Banarch of this part of the land, right? And we have 2 continents and multiple points that you can control. So with the voting system, you say, I'm going to be the Banarch, and then you get all the players to vote for you. You promise them that you're going to have low tax rates, and you're going to have specialized merchants for them. So it's up to you to go to the areas that you control, and it's clearly marked on the map that you and your guild own this area, and then you can set the tax rate of the merchants. So that way, you say like 15% for whatever items, right? And based on that, you can use that money for good or for bad. If you use it for good, you put merchants in towns, and those merchants are going to have really cool gear that players want, or items that players really need, or convenience items like teleport scrolls, things like that. And if players don't see that, and they see high tax rates, you're out. You're totally out. Someone's going to come in, and they're going to run for office, and get immediately taken out, right? There's one more way to rise to power, too, and that's victory in the battlegrounds, rated guild battlegrounds, guild versus guilds. You win there, you can rise to power, and you can be the worst player, just 50% tax rates, really high taxes, no merchants, you use all the money for yourself, and then someone has to kick your ass out. They totally just have to beat you. It's the only thing they can do, and that's not it either. When you control those zones, you also get to control the PV-ness of the zone. What that means is you can set it to be a PvE zone or a PvP zone. So if you walk into Port Alinu right now, it's a PvE zone, I'm sorry. The Banarch there changes it. Now it's a PvP zone, and it changes by the day, right? But if you don't like PvP, you can just PvE. We'll have servers where you can just PvE, so no worry, right?
All right, cool. So is this game? When is this game coming out?
We're launching in 2011.
And PC only?
Yes, absolutely, PC only.
Cool. Well, thanks for the rundown, Jamie.
Man, thanks for coming.
All right,
and checking it out.
Yeah, no problem. So that's pretty much it from the Atari booth, and we'll continue roaming around the show floor for E3 2011.